Welcome back, everybody, to the Dirty Pal Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pal Walsh. Sitting here in my studio. I don't know, I just want to say here in the meth end of town, but it's not in the meth end of town no more. Yeah. So still getting adjusted to life here. It's all good. Everything's great. A lot of people have been asking me how I'm liking my new place. I love it. My roommate Kelsey and I are very happy here. Hopefully, we end up staying here for a while. You know what I mean? I suppose we should get a dip. What do you think? It's Friday, for fuck's sakes. Happy frickin' Friday is what I always say. I got some Stoker's fine cut wintergreen here that I'm loving the crap out of. I think this is my new all time favorite. Well, you gotta put favorites are fucking funny. It's my favorite right now. Let's say that. Oh yeah. We had a little housewarming party last night. My friend Mary, who helped me move, was an incredible force in helping me move. And her daughter came over, and Kelsey's partner Lauren came over, and we had a grilled cheese. We had a grilled cheese party. I spent all afternoon yesterday baking bread, baking white loaves of white bread, and I used to be a professional baker, people, and I haven't done it for quite some time now, and getting back into it, and it's like, I'm used to doing things in mass amounts, like, 5 to 10 loaves at a time kind of thing, right? And trying to knock it all down to one loaf or 2 loaves of bread, the recipe's in my mind. I have trouble with math, but the bread worked out wonderfully. And everybody brought cheese to the table. I had some mozzarella, some nice mozzarella cheese. Mary came over with some jalapeno Havarti and some Swiss cheese and some Oka cheese. Oka cheese is cheese you can only get in. I don't know if they export it, but it's from Quebec. It's a Canadian cheese. It's probably my favorite cheese. Um, Lauren had some old cheddar she brought over. Kelsey had a wheel of brie. Another kind of cheddar. We had about like 6 or 7 kinds of cheese, right? So we were like mixing them up and making these epic fucking grilled cheese sandwiches. And they were really good. And then Kelsey made this traditional. Kelsey's from out east, like Nova Scotia, and she made this traditional Nova Scotia dessert called blueberry grunt, and it's called that because of the sound it makes when it's cooking. And it's basically biscuits cooked in blueberry jam. It was awesome. It was so good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for all the people who've been asking me about how I'm liking the new house, I'm liking it a lot. It's you know, the arrangements or the getting used to different things, like getting used to walking to my children's house a different way. You know, yesterday when I visited them, I almost started walking down to meth end of town, you know, and until I didn't really start, but that was my instinct to walk that way. Timing walks, you know, how long does it take me to walk to my kid's house? How long does it take me to walk to the pharmacy in the morning? All important things to me, you know. I'm a lot closer to downtown here, so it's really convenient for the grocery store. The grocery store in this end of town is much better than the grocery store in the meth end of town. Yeah, so things are really decent here. We live on a nice block. You know, no yelling or screaming. Our neighbors are downstairs have been fighting a fair bit, but that's different. You know, different than crazy drunk people yelling and down your street at 4 in the morning. High on meth. You know, yeah. So yeah, things are real good. You know, I feel real lucky to be able to say that. A lot of people can't say that right now. You know, and you know, I'm lucky enough at this particular moment in my life. Things are good and decent, and you know, been working hard on my new writing project. Paul Nativsky asked about what am I writing, what kind of things am I writing about or whatever. It's hard to describe. I've been a writer basically since I was a kid. You know, I've always kept a journal. I've always written poetry. I don't even like the term poetry. You know, that brings up images that I don't like. You know, I write a lot of, you know, it's kind of like I write stories in a poetic form, if that makes any sense. But anyhow, my purpose in doing this project is I have well, let's see if I can pull out one stack. This is one stack of my loose leaf. I have another one exactly the same size underneath it, and it's actually a little bigger, plus some random sheets of paper, plus all the ones on my desk here. This is my little writing desk here. Yeah, like over the last week, I filled up. Over the last week, I filled up this many pages, and my purpose is, or my hopes in this project is to fill up, you know, at least one page a day for every day that I live here, or until the paper's gone. So I want to have, you know, I want to have a book at the end of this thing. You know, when you're writing a book, the starting point is always just writing writing it down, getting all the ideas out on paper. You know, and then you edit it, you know, and then there's like, and you edit it, and you edit it, and you edit it, you know, and eventually you get something. That's been my experience with my writing, you know. Could be a handful of songs, could be a short book, could be a collection of poems. Who knows? But that's that's what's keeping me busy right now in my spare time, is filling up these pages with my memories and thoughts. Right now, I seem to be writing a lot about the 80s, my time as a young young punk rocker in the violent and dangerous 80s punk rock scene. But yeah, things are good. I'm going to start, Felix got pretty excited about my review of the Herb Schreiner Hoosier Boy harmonica. And, you know, I'd love to do more dip reviews, but kind of running out of things, you know, like I'm, you know, I'm also in Canada, you know, so I'm kind of whatever. If people, you know, if people, mostly Hillary, are kind enough to mail me something that I haven't tried, you know, I'm always happy to review it. But I think Hillary's running out of options and stuff. So I'd love to do more tobacco reviews, you know. But what I think I'm going to start doing is doing more harmonica review type videos. Like I'm going to go through different models of harmonicas I use and have used in the past. Just explaining the differences and what's good about them and what's not good about them, etc., etc. The first one I have is a doozy. But yeah. But anyhow, I just wanted to say happy frickin' Friday, everybody. You get a little glimpse of my couch. This is where I lay my head at night. And I got a painting in it that I did in the background in the 90s. When I used to paint a lot. I used to paint a lot and sell a lot of paintings. And then I just couldn't because art supplies were too expensive. But, you know, if I saved money off the paintings I sold, but I drank it all away, of course, because that's what artists do. All right. Be well, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Hope this video uploads. Bye now.